Well, greetings. Tuesday, April 6th, I think it is. I know it's day 6 of the videos.
Well, what do you know? 6 days in a row. Wonders do happen, don't they? Well, there are 5 new subscribers. PhyOSPhyOS, Devilman819, bretthop, coconuthunterlemons, the King of the Geeks. Welcome, and thank you very much for subscribing. We'll see you tomorrow.
Got some really nice signs of spring and early summer showing up here. Not only is the grass getting to where it's starting to need to be cut, but the lilac is in bloom already. And that's great. Always love the smell of lilac. Although I've noticed that in Arkansas, the lilac is not nearly as thick, prolific, and intense as it is in the northern states. Not sure why that is, but there's still plenty of it. One of the things that I really appreciate about summer and warmer weather in general is that the furnace has been switched off for a good week and a half, 2 weeks now, and that means that the monstrous drain on the propane supply is ended for the year. It will now not be used for anything but ticking over for hot water, which means that one more tank load will last the entire summer. I really appreciate that. Propane is expensive. I mean, it's bad enough in the summertime, and then you get into wintertime and the price goes way up. And of course, every year it goes up a little higher. Oh boy. And here you can see what I mean about the yard needs cutting already. 2 weeks ago, this grass was barely growing. And it's already 6 and 8 inches tall. That means I'm going to have to get the lawnmower out and coax it into starting and get that done. Oh well. It's a certain amount of a pain in the butt, but I tell you what, it beats the daylights out of shoveling snow. And of course, with spring weather and all of that comes spring cleaning. And I figure that's going to be a pretty good sized job this year. Let's just say there's a reason why my videos don't show very much the inside of my house. It's not an actual mess so much as it is an extremely disorganized clutter. It looks hyper lived in, I'll put it that way. And maybe a little too lived in. But this spring I'll be getting a lot of changes. I'll be getting a lot of changes done on that. And maybe then I won't mind some of my house showing up on video. As it is, sorry, it ain't gonna happen. I'm sure you know what I mean about that. And again, you can also see the backyard grass is even thicker and taller than in the front. Definitely in need of getting yon mower started up. Not exactly looking forward to that. It's a good mower, but it always takes me an awful lot to get that thing to finally start. Once it starts, it runs like crazy. But that first startup of the year, I might take a couple hours getting that done. And with the really breezy day, I noticed once again these vent turbines on the top of the house going like crazy, the both of them. You know, I've always wondered about that. What would prevent a person from having those things turn generators? so that you could keep some batteries charged and then have the batteries wired up to a power inverter to provide a little bit of electricity. Now, I realize just a couple of these little, they wouldn't by any stretch of the imagination replace the power company, but they might replace a little bit. That, combined with this whole surface of the roof covered over with photoelectric cells for solar energy, that would be pretty cool. The only problem is, doing that stuff, the initial expense is really pretty big. Now, maybe someday. Well, in other news, somebody left a comment on my channel page saying that they made my spaghetti sauce and it saved them from suicide. I'm thinking, wow. I mean, I know it's good sauce, but and if it actually did that, that's great. But really, even if you can't make a good sauce, it's no reason for that. I mean, you don't have to go to that extreme over it. And another comment about how they like my Ed's egg tuna salad. I rather like that myself. I'm going to have to make it again sometime one of these days soon. And I had a question of the day. I didn't take the time to write it down, so I'm going to let the frog ask it.
Well, how about that? Today's question of the day. What is your favorite quote? And now, if you'll excuse me, I have a mosquito garden in a puddle in the backyard, and it's about ready to harvest. Lunchtime, you see. Toodaloo.
In the meanwhile, that's about it for now. We'll catch y'all later. See you tomorrow, YouTube.